So I was asked if I could pretty much make a meal out of something, anything. And I was given some beef that I just finished chopping out. It's right there. I chopped it up in little cute pieces like this. And so actually the one who asked me was my 12-year-old autistic son. And he says, okay, Mama, use steak sauce, the special poo, it's special shit, seasoning. And he went and looked in the pantry and he pulled out, don't ask me why, but pork and beans in a bag of rice. So that's what I'm doing. I'm cooking that and going to go ahead and chop up some onion here to put in there as it cooks, and we'll see how this goes. And we'll record this whole thing because I have no idea how to do the whole time-lapse thing, so you're stuck with me as I do this, and then I'll upload it. So I have a very tiny kitchen. So I have a one butt-sized kitchen. So one of my wonderful co-workers talked, when they were house hunting, him and his wife, they were talking about how big the kitchen was by using their butt sizes. And I'm like, holy cow. So this was before I lost 110 pounds, and I'm like, oh, that's a perfect measurement for a kitchen. I have a one butt-sized kitchen when I was over 300 pounds. I lost 110 pounds. So I won't tell you exactly how much over 300 I was, but now, since I've lost that weight, I can fit 2 of my butt sizes in my kitchen. So, okay, so the meat is browning, and I'm going to add some, I'll add a little bit, don't ask me how much, I just do a dash. So here, let me flip this over. So I'm just going to add a little, hey, come on. A little bit, and it's a special shit. I buy this just to piss my husband off because, you know, he's a very proper man. He's like almost a decade older than I am. So I buy it because it annoys him. So that is browning, and I have to have my glasses on so I know what the heck I'm doing. So and I used part of this onion this morning when I was making chorizo. So let's see. So I don't know, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, no, I'm not a cutting expert. I'm not a chef or anything. I'm just a mama of 5 boys, and this is what I do. I spend a lot of time when I'm not working cooking. That's exactly what I do. So, you know what? You're all going to walk out with me. So I put this in here. Put my onion in there. So let's walk out. My 10 dozen eggs that I got. We're going to walk out to the garden. I bought 10 dozen eggs. Okay, we're going to go right over there. That's my little mini garden. I'm going to see what kind of peppers I can pull. Look, I got strawberries going again. Let's see. Can you see all that? Yeah. I have some Anaheims. I think one of my peppers is ready. Oh man, that got a hold of something. Something got a hold of that. There's that one. There's that one. Let's see, put that in my pocket. Let's see. I got a tiny. Oh. Let's see, is this one of my Anna? Look at that. They're almost ready. Look. I think these are my scorpion peppers. My husband doesn't know. Shh, don't tell him. I still got somewhere in here some bell peppers, tomatoes. I know I have some serranos in here, and I have jalapenos somewhere in here, probably in the back. Oh, there are my serranos. I have sriracha. I have habaneros, and I have one ghost pepper plant around here. Don't ask me where it's at right now, but quite a few. Okay, now let's go back. That's my grape plant. So let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, ay, santa madre. Hijo de su. Okay. So, no pesticides on my peppers or anything. They're all grown, pesticide free, everything like that. I also have a tomatillo plant back there and everything. So I'm out of squash and zucchini, which is really sad because I like that. Let's see. While that is cooking, okay, he asked me to add this, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to move you all over here so y'all can see a little better. Right. Add this for a little flavoring. Don't ask me how much. I never measure anything. Get some juice. My tomatoes aren't quite ready, so oh, there it is. I'm going to add some diced tomatoes with that I have. Yes. I don't know. I don't do these kind of videos, so I'm not very good at anything, commentating or anything. Pour that down. Move that to the next burner while it cooks on medium. Let's see. Where is my cooking oil? I'm going to add some of this. Don't ask me how much again, I just kind of guesstimate. Let's do that. Got the bag of rice. And throw this away. Got another can of diced tomatoes because you know, I got 5 boys. You gotta find shortcuts here and there. Shh, don't tell anybody. Let's see. Let that get a little hot. Put a few kernels in there. Okay, while that does that, guess what I'm doing? I'm cutting some more onions up. Cutting some more of this. It was a yellow onion, so that's what I'm using. you know, like I said, I have to find cheater ways to cut time for cooking. And special cumin. Okay, here it goes. Here it goes. I got my extra eyeballs in. It's bubbling. I don't know how much. I really don't. But that's how much I have left, if that helps. Stir this around. La la la. You know what I need? I need music. But my phone won't let me play music while I record, which is no fun. Nope, nope. I'm going to toast this now until it's slightly brown. You know, just get a toasty feeling. So that's what I'm going to do. I gotta go find my sartén. Anybody else call it a sartén? You know, because that's what I call it. My husband moves things around. He thinks he's helping me, but he's not. Just, you know, but that's okay. So, I'm out here in the Pacific Northwest, and like I said, I'm a mom of 5, all boys. One of them has already bought their house, and he just turned 22. And yes, he's in college. I have 2 kids in college. One that's supposed to be a senior. My 12-year-old is going to be a 7th grader, and my 3-year-old is going into preschool. Don't mind my fat roll. So it's not quite yet. Can you see it? No, I can see. Don't mind my kitchen. I did clean it. I don't know how many of y'all who have boys always make big old messes and that. It's like, I swear I don't need this damn kitchen. I don't know about you, but I don't like pork and beans. I don't know, but he wanted pork and beans. Don't ask me what. But I'm going to try to figure out while I'm recording how to do this. How to make them almost like refried beans. We'll see if it comes out. Okay, so this is what my rice is starting to look like. Don't look at my ugly face. See, look, it's boiling. It's boiling, look at that. I'm going to probably add a little bit of water in there so this comes out like a juicy gravy. You know, I wish I had some nopales. I don't know about y'all, but I like cactus. So that's what this looks like. Okay, that's my measuring cup for the rice. Which was about 3 of them. So you see, from back there, or maybe not. When I turned around, you could fit 2 of my butts in this kitchen. Oh, I have a little bit of water. There we go. In here. So that's in there. I'm gonna add the onions. Going to add the garlic. I don't know how much. Oh, look, that's lots of garlic. La 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 la. Don't ask me what I do. I don't know. You know, when my husband asked for my hand in marriage, cumin, my daddy told him, you know, Paula doesn't know how to cook. Because I didn't. I really didn't know. I didn't know how to cook. He goes, Paula doesn't know how to cook.
and she's not a real Mexican, because I'm not. He told my husband, she was born and raised here in the States, and he goes, and I taught her that she has a mind and to use it, and she has a voice to give out her opinion. So he goes, if I give her to you, you can't give her back. That was 23 years ago. So what I did is I added the chicken bouillon to it because I didn't want to add salt, and that's about enough to my rice. Okay, so what am I going to do to cover up my rice? We're going to use the foil 5000. Cover that up here as it cooks. And I'm going to move it to another burner as I get this ready. Okay, so what am I going to do here? Well, my son said he wanted pork and beans, so I need to get more onion. I use a lot of onion. Found my onion. La-di-da-di. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Oh my God. Son of a gun. And I don't know what possessed me to do this. I'm like, oh, why not? Again, my 12-year-old autistic son is like, Mama, what can you make? Can you really make something out of almost nothing? And me and my big mouth, sure I can. Yeah. And not to disappoint. And so when I mean he's autistic, he's high functioning. He can communicate. Do y'all, now this is how you know I'm old. Don't let this deceive you, I'm pretty old. So, I don't know. Anybody remember the books, Bones? They made a TV show. And that, what the hell did I spill? Oh, I spilled some on my book. Oh, son of a gun. That TV show was called Bones. And the main character, oh, that's number 3. He's going to work. The main character in Bones is Dr. Tempest Brennan, who is a forensic pathologist. So he can, he's got some of her characteristics in being eccentric and viewing the world differently. And how many of y'all have heard the current show, The Good Doctor? Dr. Murphy is a character in this TV show on ABC, and the character is autistic. So son number 4. Oh, holy cow, that's a big. Oh, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Who else has heard the folklore on why we cry? When we cry when we cut onions. My husband tells me in Spanish it's because we're very jealous. If you cry when you cut onions, it means you're jealous. Anyway, as I was saying, he's a cross between Dr. Brennan and Dr. Murphy when it comes to his diagnosis. So, that's what he's at. I don't know what y'all call it, but this is my bean smasher. I think y'all call it, I think non-Mexicans call it a potato smasher. Oh, holy mother God, that's going to make me cry. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, here comes the pork and beans. Here comes the pork and beans. Don't ask me why you wanted pork and beans. number 3 works graveyard, and he just left for work. Son number 2 works graveyard, and he'll be leaving here shortly. Holy cow. I'm going to dump some of this.
I want to take a shower.
Okay, can you take a shower when I'm done cooking?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't ask me why. I normally make my own frijoles from scratch. This reminds me of growing up in the migrant camps and living off of the government commodity boxes. I hated pork and beans. That's what I associated with. So when I was younger and my parents were migrant workers, and living with my biological grandmother. My parents were migrant workers, and to help save time, so I wouldn't lose my education between all the moves, when I started school, I lived with my biological grandmother after my other grandmother, Mama Santipos, and Papa Chevo had to move. I had to learn to fend for myself because, bless my grandmother's heart and soul, she was widowed and she was left to raise 6 out of the 7 kids that were special needs. And my parents were married, and they had to follow the crops, and I was in school, and yeah, I remember warming up a can of pork and beans when I was 4 years old to eat. So if it wasn't that, I remember only having powdered milk. Who remembers powdered milk? Yeah. I think the only thing I really liked out of the government commodity boxes growing up was the government cheese. You know, that big old 5-pound block of government cheese. Yeah, that's the only thing I really liked. So, okay, I'm smushing the beans. Oh, you know, when was it? When my Aunt Paula, she's in Texas, she used to sing a song in Spanish called Toda la Vida. And she'd go, Toda la vida, comiendo frijoles. And she would always say, she has this saying that goes, Cuas, cuas. Oh my God. And then our other saying that I have with my, and she's my dad's sister. And the other saying that I have with my Aunt Paula is, Mías secas, tuyas llenas, which means that mine are dry, yours are full. It doesn't translate well in English, but yeah, we had, and you know, we were little, and my aunt didn't know how to explain boobies. So she would say, Mías llenas, tuyas secas. Hers are full, ours are dry, because we were flat-chested, we were little girls. So let's see. Okay. They're a little sweet. Okay, we're going to add part of a packet. Okay, it's still full, see? So I'm doing a couple of shakes only because it needs to be done. That's done. Let's move my rice over so that I can finish it. Oh, do not touch this one. It's hot. Cast iron is not nice to touch. There it goes. The rice is ready. Oh, no, it's not ready. I moved it. I don't know. Do y'all have a favorite burner? I have a favorite burner. This burner right here in front is my favorite burner. So, look at that. It's cooking. So, I'm going to bring you guys up so you guys can see. This is my rice. I'm going to put my foil back on, and here is my beef guisado. Look at that. You know what it needs? It needs some corn. I don't have corn. Dang it. I need some corn and some potatoes. But again, my son didn't give me anything else besides to season it. So there's the beans, and the rice. And dinner will be done.